My name is Lin Feng, Chief Learning Officer of Pangea Chat, an instant messaging application built for language learning. As you know, texting has become a nearly universal mode of communication in our daily lives. In the field of computer-mediated communication, researchers have found that texting can increase language production, syntactic complexity, and cultural understanding, especially when learners are engaged in authentic interactions. From an interactional perspective on second language acquisition, task-based interactions can promote language learning by engaging learners in comprehending and expressing meaning in order to attain an objective. In doing so, they are occasionally drawn to linguistic forms, especially when communication breaks down or when they receive feedback. Pangea Chat is an application designed with this framework in mind. It allows learners to engage in conversations with a chat bot called the Pangea bot, as well as with other learners while receiving support in composing their messages and comprehending received messages through AI-powered tools such as interactive translation, error correction, word definition, and more. So now I want to show you how the application works. You can use it on the web by going to app.pangea.chat, or you can download it to your phone. When you are on this screen, you can see that there are different learning communities that students can join because we want to encourage more language exchange here. So these are communities that have been set up by different people, and if students are interested, they can just click on this and join the community here. You see the different activities that we feature here that you can launch to different chats for students to interact around the activity, but you can also create your own, and I will show that to you later. Now, if you look on the left panel here, you can see that I already have a lot of spaces. We call them spaces, but you can imagine that these are classes that you can set up for your students. So for example, here I set up a space that is called Team Language Learning. To create a space, you can click on the plus button here. And when you have a space like this, you can create different chats for students to join and talk with each other. And as you can see, I have already created some chats here. Some of them are for all of the members to join, and some of them are for smaller groups. So I'm gonna click on this to show you some activities that we have done together. For example, here I actually posted a crossword puzzle, and then the group members have to work in pairs to solve this puzzle together. It is pretty simple, but it is more suitable for a lot of beginners in the group. Now I want to show you our activity planner so that you can generate ideas for activities that students can do in the chat. When you click Activity Planner here, you can see some of the featured activities we have, but you can create your own activity. And in this case, you can see that I'm going to set my language of instructions to English, and the target language is Spanish. And there are different fields here that you can choose a topic from, or you can type your new topic, and you can also choose the learning objectives that we have here. The mode here has storytelling, discussion, debate, and all the different types of tasks that students can complete. In this case, I'm going to just click randomize. Now you can see that our system suggests a few activities here that you can launch into the chat, and you can look through this. You can save it so that you can use it later, or you can edit it and add more instructions or make it clearer for your students. And after you finish, you can launch it to the chat. And when you launch it, the activity is pinned, and it's also posted right here in the chat for students to talk about, and you can launch it to the different chats here and ask students to go to smaller groups to talk with each other. Now I want to show you a really exciting feature of helping students to compose their message and understand incoming messages. In this case, I'm just gonna chat with the Pangea bot here, and I'm gonna try to use Spanish in this case. So today I will just start by saying hi and Happy New Year to the chatbot. And I typed a message, and the system checks my message and notices some errors. So I'm gonna click on it, and it suggests a different spelling here.
Año nuevo.
Oh, that's wrong. And
Año nuevo.
okay, and I can replace it with the correct option. So this allows me to pay attention to language while I'm trying to compose my message. And now I can send it. Okay, so now it says, Hola, feliz año nuevo. And there's a plank here. And when I click on it, I need to do this listening activity here. So I'm gonna,
Hola, feliz año nuevo. ¿Cómo celebraste?
and now I have finished that little activity to understand the message. But if I wanna click on the audio to play the message again,
Hola, feliz año nuevo. ¿Cómo celebraste?
I can also check the definition for each word here. So if I'm curious about this new word,
Celebraste.
then I can click on it and see the definition in the target language and in my base language. And I can check the whole translation of the word or the whole message also. How did you celebrate? Okay, so let me see. No celebrate. I'm sure that is wrong, but I'm gonna type it anyway. I went to maybe sleep is, I'm just guessing, early in the evening. So you can see that I mix English and Spanish here because I'm a beginner. I actually don't know much Spanish yet. And then when I click this button, then it's gonna help me to build the translation. So
No lo celebré.
It is the past tense, I guess. I'm just guessing here.
Me levanto.
Okay, it's wrong. I can click on Y, but I'm gonna.
Me fui.
So I think this is maybe the past tense of the verb to
A
be
dormir.
or to go.
Temprano en
Early.
la noche.
Okay, so now I have the message that I can send. So I send it, and the bot is typing something back to me, and it says, Está bien, dormir es bueno. So by chatting with the bot every day, I learn new language while communicating my own ideas and processing the meaningful messages that the bot or another learner sends me. And this is really a meaningful way to develop language proficiency. During the messaging process, we also have tools to draw your attention to language form, helping you to connect meaning and form in the language learning process. For teachers, I want to quickly show a few more functions. You can download the whole group chat by clicking on the setting button and then download group text, and you will see the original messages that were composed and the final messages that were sent by each participant in the chat. You can also download the whole space analytics, and basically it will give you a spreadsheet of the number of messages that each member has sent, the number of words generated. Finally, I want to show you a very exciting feature for learners. We keep track of learners' vocabulary and grammar concepts that have been generated in the chat. So when you click on vocab here, you're going to see a list of lemmas and forms that have been generated. So for example, if I click on actividad, then I can listen to it, and I can also see the forms and see examples in the chat. Similarly, a student can also click on grammar and see the concepts that have been used in their chat. I am happy to answer questions if the time allows or talk with you after the session.